Hi, welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah, and we have a fantastic show for you today, starting with a good sub sandwich. Silver Mines joins us. We're also talking about omega-3s and their importance in your diet. We have a special celebrity guest joining us later, and then we top it all off with a great croissant by nobody else but Clausen's Bakery. They have a fabulous one they're going to share with us today. It's all on your guide to the best restaurants in town, so you can skip the rest and enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to go coming up on the Restaurant Show. Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. We are joined now by Ken Brenner, owner of Silver Mine Subs here in the Madison area, right off the Beltline actually. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing today?
I'm always reminded of how short I am when you're here on screen with me. But glad to see you, I love it. All right, so today we are talking about your breakfast items. And you have some burritos you're going to do for us. It's like Burrito Palooza over here.
Yep, it's burrito day. We have 5 burritos, so I'll just kind of show them all.
Wow.
They're for breakfast, so they're meant to be a quick make, you know, so people don't have to spend all morning in the store.
You know how it is when you're running to work and you haven't eaten yet, and you just want to get something and go.
Yeah, we're in a big office building, so you know, you get a lot of people that got to work and like, I'm hungry. I already need a break. Let me go see what they're doing at Silver Mine.
I love that. I'm not going to lie, there's quite a few days here at this station that we see somebody roll up with a Silver Mine bag, because you guys deliver, don't you?
Yep, we do deliver, yeah.
Yeah, so that's great.
Starting at 10 a.m. We'll discuss that in a little bit. We might be changing things up there.
Oh, okay, cool. So we've got a little spoiler for you.
Yeah,
we won't give it all away. Yeah. I almost spilled the beans.
Don't get bored by my burrito making here.
That's right.
Stick with us.
Stay with us. It's going to get really exciting. But burritos are exciting because I love breakfast, and I'm actually one who will eat breakfast anytime. So I love it when somebody has a nice, good breakfast for breakfast.
All right, so what we're doing here is this right here is the base, pretty much. You know, it's got the scrambled eggs, rosemary, potatoes, and I guess the bacon is special to this one. But this is the number one. It's your basic one, and then we're gonna add the queso to it. This is the number 2. So it's the Cripple Creek is our most popular sandwich, chicken bacon ranch. So this is just in burrito form. So take away the tomatoes and lettuce and add some queso and potato and
chicken bacon ranch is going to wind up in this burrito somehow. Well, the ranch is already there.
Yep,
the bacon's already there. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I love the names of your subs too. The Cripple Creek. They're some cute names. Is this called the Cripple Creek Burrito then, or do you just call it?
No, we haven't named them. Maybe we should. Maybe we should have a contest.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
A naming contest.
Name the burritos.
We're the only Silver Mine in the country that serves breakfast burritos, so I'd imagine we'd have some power, some flexibility.
You could like pioneer the way on the names.
Yeah.
I love it.
So that was the queso I just put on there, and that's, people ask what queso is. It's more just a liquid cheese. It's got some spice to it, some jalapenos in there, but not too spicy. I've said many times I don't do spice well, but I can handle this.
Ditto. Yep, I'm with you. Totally agree. It's you don't want your breakfast burrito causing like some kind of fiery situation. I don't anyways. I'm not ready for spice at that time of day.
Yeah, so that's pretty good size. So they're $3.79. So with tax, it's like $4 on the dot. So
I feel like you could even eat that driving to work. It's nice and compact.
Yeah, the queso. I'd sub the queso with
Don't try this at home. Anything I
shredded
say
cheddar maybe.
It needs to be backed up by a professional.
So those are the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 and 4 next. The 4 is going to be. We're getting a little outside the box. We're getting away from that basic bacon and egg one. Now we're going to have, this is the sausage links that I cut up here.
Yeah, now we're in my neck of the woods, the sausage neck of the woods. I love sausage and breakfast burritos because I just think it just adds that extra flavor.
Throw some potatoes on there, back with the egg. And last show, I introduced the lettuce wrap. So you can change these however you want. If you're carb conscious, no potato, no big deal. You can still add the veggies if you want, you know. Put some tomatoes on there, green
so I was
peppers.
just going to ask what kind of veggies. I guess you just named a couple good ones, tomatoes and green peppers.
None of our burritos come with tomatoes, but 2 of them.
But you could put them in there.
Yeah, for sure. The one here I'm making here, the number 3, is going to basically be the potato, egg, and then we're going to do chicken, onion, green pepper, and queso.
Got it, okay.
So we're kind of
this down to a science.
Mixing and matching here. Yeah. It's only 5. There's like 22 sandwiches, so the burritos.
Yeah. You really won't have to wait. Ken's demonstrating that right now, that it's not a long wait. So let's talk a little bit about the burritos and when you serve them.
We're doing the spoiler now? This is
Oh,
it?
can I?
Yeah, we can do that now.
Okay.
Yep, it's been long enough. We're
I
about 80% of the way through the burritos.
Long time for this answer.
So my general manager's convinced me that we should deliver breakfast at 8 a.m.
Okay.
So in mid-September, we're going to be launching that campaign starting at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's the spoiler. So,
8 a.m.?
Yeah, if you couldn't wait till 10, now you don't have to. We can start delivering breakfast at 8 a.m.
All
You still have to hit the
right.
minimum delivery of $10, but
Yeah.
a couple of burritos plus the delivery fee and you're there, so it's not that big of a deal.
No, and your burrito prices are really reasonable. So you could actually get, you could be like the office hero and get a handful of burritos, get them delivered.
Yeah, and we do office catering for the burritos.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll take these guys and cut them in half and wrap the halves individually and kind of put them up on a
cute.
platter. And so that works
That's
good
the
for
next thing I'm gonna do.
meetings, yeah.
I already figured it out. I'm excited. Okay, so this has been a good episode for me.
So this is Cholula.
Yeah.
It's got a wooden spindle top, which I think is its trademark. People know what I'm
okay.
talking about.
We lost it.
I don't know where it is, so can't show you the wooden spindle top.
That's right.
But that'll add a little bit of spice to this number 4 here. So that's going to be the sausage, jalapeno. I already snuck those on there. And
Yeah, you did
the
sneak
queso
those
egg
sneaky
potatoes.
little devil there. Okay, so there's jalapenos on that one. So this one is going to be spicy.
Yep, this one is going to be spicy.
Yeah.
I'd say this is probably our most popular one, though.
Really?
Yeah.
That many people like jalapenos for breakfast?
Yeah.
I didn't
I mean,
know
our
that.
Buffalo Stampede, that's our hot sauce
Yeah.
chicken sandwich. That really is most popular, too.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then real quick here, I'll show you the number 5. You can get a
Okay.
burrito in a bowl. So
You've got
back to
50
the carb
seconds.
conscious.
Do you really think you can get a 5th burrito in here?
Yeah, we can get a 5th burrito in
He's
here.
a brave man.
No problem.
Okay. So this one actually, there's no wrap. That's the deal.
No, yeah, you can turn any burrito into a bowl. So
Okay.
you know, we found a lot of people are carb conscious these days, and just kind of
Sure.
so you could still skip the
Yeah.
potato here.
Sometimes you just want to eat out of a bowl instead of a burrito.
Yep, and the number 5, this is our Philly cheesesteak
All right.
meat.
Look at that.
And we'll throw some red onion on there as well.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that might be right up my alley. I like the bowl. That's great. Especially if you're messy like myself, this might be a good option for you.
Plop it on the lid. You're
Love
good to
it.
go.
You have 7 seconds left. I didn't think you could do it,
Did
but
it.
you nailed it. Ken Brenner, this is, he's with Silver Mine Subs. Awesome food, delivery, and now we know,
Breakfast delivery.
8 a.m. It's all for you. Be right back with more Restaurant Show after the break.
There may be something very fishy missing from your diet. Omega-3 fatty acids, they're responsible for a lot of things, including brain health and preventing heart disease, but it's something that's slowly disappearing from our Western diet. In fact, 98% of people have low O3 levels below the optimal range. Here to explain why this lost nutrient is so important and how to make sure that we're getting enough of it is Dr. Reagan Bailey from the Global Nutritional Health Alliance. Dr. Bailey, welcome.
Welcome.
So why is this such an important nutrient for our health?
Well, as you mentioned, it's so important for cardiovascular disease prevention. It has important roles not only in eye and brain health, but it helps reduce inflammation in the body.
So inflammation too, as well as brain health and cardiovascular. It sounds like there's a lot of things that omega-3 fatty acids help with.
Yes, a lot of very important things in the body.
So there was a study that was done recently. What did this study reveal about people's understanding of the importance of omega-3s?
So what was interesting in the study conducted by the Global Nutrition and Health Alliance is that most people knew that omega-3s were important for their health. Most people knew where to get omega-3s, but most people weren't doing that. And as you alluded to, 98% of people in our study who weren't using dietary supplements were not getting enough from their diet.
Very interesting. So people are aware of the importance, or at least they say they're aware on paper, so to speak, but why has O3 become a lost nutrient, and what can we do about including that in our diets?
Well, we call it a lost nutrient because there are not a lot of foods that naturally have omega-3 fatty acids in them. And so traditionally, when salmon and many types of fish were wild caught, there are more omega-3s in wild caught fish. When we have transitioned to farm raising fish, the fish that we eat, the content of omega-3s depends on what they eat. So they are typically fed corn and other things that aren't naturally high in omega-3s. And so the farm-raised fish actually has less omega-3 fatty acids than wild-caught fish. And so we have a lot more consumption of farm-raised fish than wild-caught fish. So there's not a lot of natural food sources. We do have some foods that are fortified with omega-3 fatty acids, and those include milks. Both cow and soy have fortified. If you look on the label, you can't assume that these products just naturally have them. You have to look for these types of products. Fortified eggs, for example, and also some types of juices. So you have to read the label if you're looking for omega-3 fatty acids in the grocery store.
Read the label, so important. And I'm really surprised to hear, I guess I never really thought about how much different the nutrient content for farm-raised fish would be different from wild-caught fish. And I think most people probably assume that, hey, if I eat fish, I'll be getting my omega-3s, but you have to be careful to make sure that you're eating the wild-caught fish if you really want to get the omega-3s. Is that correct?
And that's the real take-home of the study, is that even if people are doing the right things, they think they're getting enough, but they're actually not. And so that's why it's important to be cognizant of that.
Absolutely. So if your own diet isn't giving you enough omega-3s, how do you know what types of supplements that will provide that for you?
That's a great question. So we encourage consumers to look for dietary supplements that contain EPA and DHA. So it's not enough to go to the supermarket and pick up any product that simply says fish oil. You have to be a savvy shopper and look for EPA and DHA. Those are the omega-3 fatty acids that we're talking about that are naturally found in fish. So make sure that you read the labels there as well.
So reading the labels, again, so important. Is there anything else that people can be doing in terms of diet or just foods to avoid maybe when they're trying to decide how to get more omega-3 fatty acids in their diet?
Well, what's interesting is when we tailor food messages, we're often telling people, take this out of your diet. We're actually asking people to eat more fish. So we're not trying to be restrictive. There's nothing that you can eliminate from your diet that will increase your omega-3 fatty acids. We ask that you increase them through fish consumption, fortified foods, or dietary supplements.
Three things: fish consumption, fortified foods, and dietary supplements. Where can viewers go if they want to learn more?
The Global Nutrition and Health Alliance has a website, and the URL for that is globalnutritionhealth.org. globalnutritionhealth.org. Well, Dr. Reagan Bailey, thank you so much for joining us. Lots of good information there. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Thank you so much, Justin. Pleasure speaking with you.
Dr. Reagan Bailey from the Global Nutritional Health Alliance joined us to talk about the importance of omega-3 fatty acids in our diets and where we can find them. Don't go away, there's more Restaurant Show coming up right after the break, so stick around.
When we return, owner of Clausen's European Bakery, Michelle Clausen, joins us, and she's talking croissants.
Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. You know, if you've got a taste for something sweet and authentic, look no further than Clausen's European Bakery in Middleton. And with me now is Michelle Clausen. How are you, Michelle?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm awesome. And we are talking croissants today.
We are.
And I have a feeling that I'm going to get educated, because when I think croissants, I think of, you know, the kind of plain kind that you cut in half and then you make sandwiches out of. But you can do so much more with croissants than
You can.
that. Okay. And you're going to make some for us today.
I am.
So what's the process? How do we get started? This is the dough that's already been rolled out.
This is the
and
dough
cut.
that's been rolled out. So
Okay.
it's a yeasted dough.
Okay.
And then you create a sub-layer of butter mixed with a little bit of flour. You chill that, you chill the dough, both of them even temperatures.
Okay.
Then you laminate it. It's called laminated dough.
Okay.
So you put the butter inside the dough, crimp it so it doesn't squish out.
Okay.
Then you roll it thin, fold. You just keep folding.
So that's how this is
Keep
made
folding.
then.
That is how that's made.
Okay.
So you get all these layers of
Right.
butter and dough.
Okay, and that's the laminating process
That's
that you're
the
talking about,
laminating
is you
process.
kind of work that in and then keep folding it over.
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
That's how you get your flakiness.
I always wondered about that because
Yeah.
it's got such a distinct look to it.
Yeah.
So, but that's how you, and do you have to like paint any butter on the outside or anything like that, or does it just turn out like this when
We put egg wash on them.
Okay, egg wash.
Egg wash, which I did not bring because it's a messy thing.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
and
All right.
That gives it the shine.
Sure. Let's get
So-
started here.
All right, so the squares, I'll make a couple chocolate croissants.
Okay. Chocolate croissants. And
I have
that's
a three
just,
rule,
Oh, go ahead.
three square rule, or
Three
three
square rule.
rectangular. So
All right. And where are you getting the chocolate from?
you can buy these. Some of them come from France, but I think now you can get them elsewhere, like
Okay.
from a bakery supply to get the sticks.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
And is it dark chocolate or is it?
it's dark chocolate.
Okay. Wow.
So here's one.
All right. And that's it.
You fold it twice.
So you just roll it and then you have the egg wash that you put on. And then how long
Yeah.
does it go in the oven for?
About 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So then let's see.
And you were talking before the show started about how these are going to start to rise. I think they've already doubled in, in
Yes,
size
yeah,
here.
it goes fast with the with the heat. Yeah,
So you're under a little bit of a time crunch,
I know.
think.
Okay, so this is the almond croissant.
Okay, great.
So
And what is, where do you get these almond blocks?
these we make. This is made with almond paste, and so there.
There you go.
You know, some people like to
Sure.
twirl their ends. I don't know.
Make it
We
look like
keep
a
ours
cornucopia.
straight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a personal preference.
Sure. All right.
But you tug them like that and roll.
I noticed that you're kind of keeping it a little bit exposed when you pull it apart, the almond,
A little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it really, you kind of want it to bake into it.
Okay. Great.
So there
See,
we
that
go.
looks more like the croissant that I recognize.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, we
Yeah,
can
this
see
one
here
looks a
that
little not right. It happens.
it'll look fine once it's baked, right?
That's right.
It all looks the same
Yeah.
once you eat it. So this is part of a special that you have going on. It's your Dane Buy Local
It is.
special. It's going on for 1 week only. It's October 1st through October 7th. And it's buy one, get one free croissants, am I right?
Correct.
Is there a limit to that at all?
Limit 3 free.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
All right. So walk in, get your croissant, and
Have a
know.
cup of coffee.
wow, all right.
The nice thing with these croissants too, I was talking with you about panini.
Yes.
Panini-ing
Yeah.
them. I like to do that with the ham and cheese croissants.
Sure.
The croissants that are already finished.
Right.
What you can do too is you take a plain croissant and you can take pretty much your filling of choice, whether
Okay.
it's cheese or meat. Okay, this is the ham and Swiss croissant.
So,
So
when you
now
do the
with
panini,
the
oh,
egg
go ahead.
wash, this sticks on there.
Okay. And when you do the paniniing, they're baked first and then paninied afterwards, or does it? Okay.
Yeah.
So they have a chance. So basically, you would take one of these, and then you just put it in your panini press.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
And it makes them nice and crisp and
Sure.
hot. The panini press too, it makes them thinner.
Sure. Okay.
So they're actually, I think they're easier to eat that way.
All right. And one of these, this is the ham and cheese. Okay. And what kind of cheese are you using?
Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese. All right. May I try a bite of this?
Absolutely.
All right. Where am I going to get the most bang for my buck here? I wonder?
I always like the crunchy ends.
Just
And do you
take the
see
crunchy
the
ends?
cheese?
Sure.
that-
Okay. Here we
yeah.
go. So this is the ham and cheese croissant, Swiss cheese. You can really taste that butter.
Look good? Yeah.
Yeah. That is delicious.
We can make
love
some
it.
mini croissants. Do you want to make one?
A what?
A croissant.
Sure, I'd love
Make
to
a
make
mini
croissant.
one. Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do I do?
Here.
Okay.
It's cut like that. So just do what I did and then roll it.
Okay, so we're not putting anything in it. We're
No.
just kind of. Okay, so here we go. The host is making a. How's
It's
that?
not bad.
All right.
There you go.
I have an Act 2 plan for my life now. So,
That's right. Croissant maker.
real quick before we go, I want to mention a couple things. First of all, you are really an authentic European bakery. I mean, these are recipes that are brought over from Europe. So
Yep.
this is not.
All of them.
Yeah, so this is authentic. So you get the same type of thing if you went to a bakery over in Europe. So what country specifically are you pulling from?
We're pulling a lot from France.
Okay.
And probably just as much or more so from Germany.
Okay, France
so
and
those
Germany
two
primarily.
countries, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And you've got Halloween cookies are coming up, so can people order ahead for those, or is it kind
They
of?
can, but we have them. We have them in the store, the
Okay.
decorated ones, little sugar cookies, some
Sure.
packages too,
Sure.
chocolate witches and
Yep.
pumpkins, things like that.
Okay, so if you want to have a
Yep.
great Halloween party, that's a great place to look, is Clausen's European Bakery. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for the education, and thank you for the wonderful treats.
Thank you.
Don't go away, there's more Restaurant Show coming up right after the break, so stick around.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's Restaurant Show. I appreciate you coming with me to stop by all these great local spots. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, reminding you that life is too short to eat average.